to Glenarden and the awesome folks over at DS Agri have cleared and sold all the manure for us. I think it was mostly Eagles, possibly only Eagles. So thank you, Eagles. I appreciate it. You saved me a ton of work. And we are going to carry on in the fields today. So I need to move the starter mill out of the way, and then we are going to drag out the disc, and I need to disc both of the fields that are still in a plough state. And really intelligently, I did not save the game after I limed field 8, so we need to do that again as well. And I then realised that a whole bunch of our fields still need liming, so that's kind of the jobs for today. And basically working towards April, that's the next month, when we will be planting some crops, because, you know, that's kind of what you do. I guess the thing with this save that and I've spoken about it a little bit, that I'm really more focused on is getting to August and new toys. So we're going to be going New Holland for the next 2-year drop. So that'll be tractors from the early 2000s. Oops. Pretty sure it's early 2000s we're going to next, which there's lots of New Hollands on Mod Hub in that kind of era. I might throw in some older ones as well, just for a bit of variety. Another thing that we're going to bring in is bale stackers. So yeah, that'll make life a fair bit easier. So I guess the things that I'm pondering. So I was trying to see how much we made from selling the manure, but I wasn't really sure. The things that I'm pondering are, I had said that we wouldn't sell tractors, and I'm not sure about combines. I'm wondering, because we have 2 of the 8410s, we have 3 7810s, whether we sell some of them. Or, yeah, I'm not averse to keeping them all, actually, and the fact that we're going to put another shed in where the house is means that we're going to have space for them. So, and yeah, I'm just kind of pondering. I'm probably not going to do what I did last time. Last time when we hit the August boundary, I brought so much new stuff. I brought 5 new tractors. I brought all sorts of things. We're not going to do that this time. Probably going to pick up a couple of tractors. We might need to look at swapping combines just because of how many hours they've got on them. Or at least one combine. Maybe one slightly bigger combine. And the bale stackers. And so I'm not sure what we're going to be able to afford, to be honest. We probably will. So I use the enhanced loan system, enhanced loan mod on here. So we'll probably be using that to maybe borrow some money so that we can buy some more tractors. And to keep in the theme of hard mode, I'll probably do it that we have to have no more than a 2-year loan, so that we have to pay them back before we're doing the next lump of new tech. Yeah, well, I'll see how we go, but yeah, I'm thinking probably a couple of tractors, a new combine, maybe a forage harvester. Who knows? We don't own one of those at the moment. I've always leased the forage harvester when we get to doing that job, just because we use it so little. But actually, maybe now that we've got the forage contracts in, it would be a good idea to pick up a forage harvester. That sounds eminently sensible, actually. So yeah. Yeah, so I did manage to get the multiplayer server up for the patrons over the weekend. Oh, that was a faff. So it's been a little while, and I hadn't used it since the premium DLC was added to this save, and I forgot that. And so I was trying to load up the server, and it kept dying, and it turned out, so I went through disabling all of the new mods that I added since the last time, because there's usually something silly like that. Now, it was that I hadn't activated the premium DLC on the server, and the server would come up and appear to be there, but you couldn't join the game. And so yeah, once I added that back in, it was fine. So yeah, it's a bit of a learning lesson there. I'm going to say thank you to patrons and the YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. You are all awesome. This week and next week for me, actually, and the week after are pretty busy. So I've got a lot going on with work, and I've also got Llama next week. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen with videos next week because I am essentially away for 3 days. So yeah, there might be a bit of a gap because I've also got to work at the start of the week and I've got to go into work. So it's going to be kind of hard to get anything done. So could be a bit of a gap next week. I have no idea if I'm going to make anything around Llama. I'm kind of thinking that I'm just going to go and enjoy it. So yeah, we will see. We will see. You never know. I'll have a mobile phone with me. It has a camera and the ability to record and take pictures. So there may be something. There may not be. Yeah, we need to get this massive field disked, and I got it limed. So because I kind of screwed up the not saving the game after I'd limed it, which was so frustrating. So yeah, that field is disked, limed, and ready to go for planting. I am going to do it as 2 separate fields, but we'll come to that when we do the planting. I then realised that everything else that's not got this year's crops in also needs liming. So we're going to do that, and some of them are really bad. I clearly neglected some of the fields last year. The grass pasture is particularly bad, so that might really bump up our grass yield, which will be cool. Yeah, so it'll be more grass, maybe not a good thing. So that one of the plans is once we get into producing more hay and silage, I'm going to clear out the old stuff that we've got. I don't want to end up with ridiculous amounts of excess like we have in the past. That's why I sold a load of the silage last time. We probably will end up selling some of the maize silage. We've not got that many grass silage bales left. But we are grazing now, so we're using less. But you can see a lot of the fields do need lime on them. So we'll get that done. I'm not sure how they got so bad. Whether I didn't lime them before the last planting and harvesting, I'm not sure. Yeah. I am thinking as well, as we expand, and I'm really struggling with the unexpanding in other things. As we expand, maybe it will be again time to look for another seeder. Something about 6 meters maybe, rather than, I think the current one is 4. I don't know. We might keep going with that. We haven't had it that long, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. But yeah, it's one of the things. So going back to changing kit, it's one of the things that helps keep this series fresh for me playing it. And I have said recently, I'm not sure about whether I'll swap maps when we get to that point as well. I'll just wait and see. It's probably going to be a few months before we actually get there in real life. So there may be new maps about by then. I may just want to try a different map. I don't know. There's Simulation for the Nations map, I think, is in testing with ModHub at the moment. And although I've not seen much of it, it's obviously going to be a classic kind of British style map, so maybe that will be interesting. Maybe we could take this series abroad for a couple of years. That might be fun. You know, there's lots of other map types about, and I do tend to get pigeonholed into playing on UK maps, so maybe this series goes on tour for by on tour, I mean we go to a farm in a different country. We moved across from Ireland to Scotland. We can use the magic of whatever to move our kit to mainland Europe. Maybe that might be fun. Yeah, there is, yeah. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we will do that. I probably won't do what I did before and do the kind of half and half and keeping some stuff in one place. If we move, I'll probably move all of it. But yeah, that might be fun. Yeah, just having a quick look. This grass field was particularly bad. So you can see here we are basically 3 increments away from being where we should be for our pH. So I guess that's basic. I must have sorted it at the start of last year and then just mown it 3 times, probably, and not worried about redoing it, which was maybe a little bit wrong. Hey, I mean, we got it sorted. We'll get our yield back up, and maybe I just need to remember to actually lime this thing partway through the year to keep that going. I did have to buy more lime. I'm not sure if it was before or after this point. In fact, it was around this point, because this is the lime we have left, so I'm going to get that put away. Yeah, and get this stuck back in the shed. But we do have an awful lot of kit. So we would need a fairly big farm to move to. And maybe that would force us to sell some stuff off or just store some stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking a farm in mainland Europe would be a nice change of pace. Yeah. In preparation for that, if you've got any thoughts, stick them below. So, and let's be realistic, I'm going to play in a very similar way because I have a way of playing that I enjoy playing, but it will be nice to go somewhere different. So, just a change of scene, I guess. A change of scene. I'm vaguely tempted, actually, by Ostescu, the map that the farming agency were using for some of the testing for TerraLife. That was a really nice looking map that I didn't actually replay properly. So maybe that one. It's quite seemed big map as well. So that might be fun. In case you've missed stuff with that, there was a post on the Base Plus Discord about TerraLife at the start of December, and basically stuff's being worked on in the background. And at the moment, Paul's not in a position to be streaming anything, so that's maybe why it seems like it's gone kind of quiet. So we're not the multiplayer stuff that was being done to testings is not happening at the moment, but stuff is happening in the background. Things are progressing, so it's not stopped, it's not gone away, it's not happening. It's just maybe not so publicly visible that things are happening. Yeah, soon it will come back. I think, I hope. Hopefully we'll start streaming some of the more of the testing again at some point. No dates, no timelines for that. But it's still happening. Do occasionally get asked that, so there you go. Right, so that's that all put away, I think. We've still got a couple of bags of salt from winter. I might just get rid of those because I found salt spreading to be very ineffective versus just getting a snow blower and blowing it into the ether. Right, so last field that needs disking. This is one that we ploughed, I think, before the winter. This was the cornfield. So we'll get this done as well, and then I think we are ready to push into April at that point. Things are going to start to get really busy. So we've got 2 fields that have got grass in them at the moment as a cover crop. They will need mowing, ploughing, prepping for replanting, and all the planting. So I may not get it all done in April. Doesn't matter. We've got a window to plant all the crops. It just means they'll be ready slightly later. So yeah, it's going to start getting busy. And also, hopefully, it means that contracts will start to crop up for the guys in DS Agri, and we can start earning the money to buy the new toys. And there might be some different contracts. Like I say, I've added in the forage missions or chaff missions. I've added in lime missions as well, and I am kind of curious as to whether any of those will crop up as we go through. Crop up, crop, plants, farming. I know. Yeah, so I've not used either of those before. I think I tried adding in the lime missions to Maple. So the first series of this set of series, whatever, and it didn't work. But I've added them in, and it's not killed the game, which is good. And we just haven't got any contracts at the moment, because generally, however it works, contracts don't start until April, it would seem. So yeah, so there hopefully will be some field work contracts. I'm saying hopefully a lot. I'm very hopeful. Yeah, I have my merch for Llama. It's kind of cool. It's yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. For it's kind of a one-off run of some stuff, so it looks a bit like what the dude in the tractor's wearing. So yeah, that'd be cool. If you signed up for the community meetup at Llama, information should have gone out to you. You should have another email from Pharmacop. If you haven't, checked your spam folder and stuff. It gives information about timing and all that kind of thing, and what's happening, and how it's all going to work. So yeah, check if you haven't got it, check your spam folder, and yeah, it gives you information about the community meetup that's happening. So, and probably that's going to be the easiest place if you do actually want to find me and talk to me, other than seeing me randomly as I walk around with Kartek. Right, so pretty much done. Just finishing up the last bits of this field. Having GPS is so nice. So for the patrons, I'm doing a series on the Oaks, which is all classic kit and no GPS again. So I do like torturing myself like that, but it's kind of how I like playing. But it is nice to be able to just bung GPS on and do this kind of thing. Does help getting stuff done quicker. And yeah, I know that I don't need to do this to plant. I know some of you are going to say, oh, ploughing and cultivating are really bad for your environmental score with precision farming. I'm going to direct drill into this, and that just wipes it all out. It's just how I like to play. So, and ultimately, it's a game. It's about having fun. So, you do you. If you just want to, if you need to plough, you plough, and then you do whatever into it, you crack on. I like to do this. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll do the same. It's the joy of this game. There are so many different ways to play it. Actually, might have to save that for next time. Mr. CDP's new series is a crazy idea. Yeah, very crazy. Gonna have to put a lot of work into that. I'm really interested to see how that's going to develop. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. Any comments, questions, or suggestions, stick them below, and I will see you next time.